everything I do. You are my shadow. And now he goes away.
Are you ready for the chase now? Take it out, don't let it slow down. 'Cause this is different, this is patience. No, I'm never gonna waste it. Too much too soon, is it right now?
What are y'all doing? Stop. Okay, so I've just done a quick little recovery foam rolling session. I did it as much as I could because I am going to be going to my massage therapist today, and I want him to be able to touch my quads at least. Yes, okay, all right, go. I am going to be just spending today in recovery mode. I really need to just take a day of rest after that training day. It really, my maximum recoverable volume, I think, was totally exceeded in that sense, in that I can barely touch my quads. They are like almost bruised, and I'm just very sore. And that's crazy because my intake this week was even higher than it was the first time I did the cycle on Y3T. So I'm going to now, after I've foam rolled a little bit, I'm going to now put my own pressure on the stick, which is another form of myofascial release. This actually allows me to go in a direction that on the muscle fiber that the foam roller typically does not. The foam roller typically goes from, you know, the bottom of the insertion to the top, and you can hardly get in the direction of the horizontal fiber of the muscle. So I really want to basically be able to tackle that because I can really take care of it vertically with the foam roller, but this way I can actually like press, flex my foot, and carry that stick in a different direction that the foam roller doesn't allow me to do. Myofascial release, the goal is to breathe. So the fact that I'm trying to carry on a conversation with you guys is forcing me to take in air and express air out of my lungs. So it's very challenging to breathe through fascial release because it is very painful. And I did do my cardio this morning as a recovery form of cardio, just to steady state on my bike. And I'm a little sweaty, but I have continued to sweat and continue to keep my heart rate up through my foam rolling because that is how sore I am. It's a workout just to breathe through the release. Start off the little video with some recovery techniques. I got the stick at the Arnold Expo last year. I got a great deal on it. That's what's great about the Arnold is you can, you know, get some things that as long as you can travel with them, you can get them at a pretty good deal. This has the website TheStick.com, and again, great tool. It's very similar to that lacrosse ball pressure, but that one with the lacrosse ball, you get to go in a circular motion, which is also beneficial for the muscle fiber and the fascia. So different directions of targeting the muscle. That's what's great about massage therapy is the massage therapist gets to go in all those directions as well through the fiber. But at least this way I kind of almost draw along the way that the fiber actually wraps around your leg. Whew. And I just have to keep taking breaks between legs. But again, I just get to manipulate it just a little bit more than I would foam rolling. And what's great about this is if you have a partner, like say my husband, he can get my hamstrings pretty well, but I can also target my hamstrings more by standing. Can't stand, oh my God, so sore. Take the stick and you can grab it in between your legs and like basically draw it all the way down, all the way up at an angle, go up at the glutes, draw down. Notice how I'm breathing again, pretty heavily, unfortunately. The other side for you guys, so you can kind of see. So I keep my leg at a knee at a soft bend and draw the stick down all the way to the bottom of the hamstring, carry it up and work the handle towards the glutes and then draw back down. My hamstrings aren't nearly as sore from the other day's workout as the quads, with it being a squat day, it was mainly quads. Okay, whenever you stretch one muscle, you should always work on stretching and mobility on the opposing muscle group to have an even balance. Whew. All right, so you can see that I'm still sweating. Whew. That was exhausting. So I'm going to go ahead and eat breakfast and start today's vlog, and it's pretty much just gonna be all recovery today because homegirl hit her maximum recoverable volume. So I'm gonna go eat breakfast. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. I tackle my day of full-on recovery with a massage, and I'm definitely gonna get my eyebrows touched up. They are getting a little out of control, so I'm gonna go see my girl Summer over at Say Bella, but not tied to any sort of supplement company. I kind of free-willingly use whatever I want, and I'm very open about the types of products that I look for and the types of products I seek out for myself. When Legion Athletics reached out to me, I was super intrigued because they don't have any artificial sweeteners in their products, particularly their whey isolate. That was another thing, is they have a 100% whey isolate. So that was a big pull for me. I can't really do a whole lot of blends. Minimalistic whey isolate, it tends to digest faster after my workouts, and I don't tend to get any bloating or abdominal discomfort from using a whey isolate. So when Legion Athletics reached out to me, I was looking through their product list, and I was always apprehensive, always look through all the details and ingredients. I was impressed with the fact that they didn't have a whole lot of artificial sweeteners, especially, like I said, in their whey isolate. So I'm gonna open this up. This Legion Athletics was a supplement company designed by Mike Matthews, specialist for muscleforlife.com. So again, another great fitness professional creating a product that he himself would want to use and that he can recommend to his athletes. And when supplement companies are created by a fitness specialist, it is a business, so of course they're interested in profit, but I feel like they're more like the athlete in that sense, in that they want what's best for their clients, for their life. So because of the story behind Legion Athletics, I said, yeah, sure, I would love to try some. So I'm gonna go ahead and do an open box with you guys of what they sent me. Of course, I wanted the whey isolate. I wanted the pre-workout. Right now, I can, openly do some free-willingly dabble in some pre-workouts. So I do like those a lot, especially with my high volume training days. They just kind of give me that boost that I feel like I need. So we're gonna do this. I do like that they ship via Amazon, so I'm assuming that if you wanted to order from Legion Athletics, you could order directly from their Amazon site, which is really cool. It's typically fast shipping, especially if you're an Amazon Prime account holder. All right, so I ordered the cookies and cream whey isolate. So I know there's probably a crazy glare on that because of the label. I do like that the label is very minimalistic. It's very aesthetic. I like the black tubs, because black tubs mean that the protein is not exposed to light. Let's read a little bit about this. This is the 100% whey isolate. It is non-GMO, antibiotic, and hormone-free whey protein. There are 30 servings in this. So let's read the ingredients. We have gluten-free chocolate cookie crumbs. We have cocoa bean, cornstarch, salt, chocolate liqueur, sodium bicarbonate, natural flavors, salt, xanthan gum. So xanthan gum is a thickener agent. A lot of proteins have it. It is sweetened with stevia, and it has tapioca starch in it. And the calories, one rounded scoop is 29 grams. Rounded scoop, so I'll still measure it since they say rounded scoop. Calories are 110, fat is 0, carbohydrates is 4, and our sugars are 1. Non-GMO whey protein isolate, you're gonna get 25 grams per scoop. And the non-GMO maltodextrin, which is also a thickening agent, is 1 gram. So that maltodextrin is responsible for that carbohydrate count. I have meal number 4 as my whey protein. So I'm going to be giving a test of this live on the vlog for my oats, which will be pretty cool. I've never really done that on this before. All right, so next product is their Pulse. So Pulse is their pre-workout energy drink. Grape flavor. I never get grape flavor, but I don't know, something told me to get grape. I don't know why. because I don't really like grape flavored things, but I don't really like fruit punch either. So this was one of them, I think watermelon. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just be experimentative. 2 rounded scoops is 24.8 grams. So as with most pre-workouts, before you use them, you really should think about halving the serving just to build up your tolerance for it, or just test your tolerance for a pre-workout, because typically they have some sort of caffeine. Let's go through these ingredients. There are 5 calories per 2 rounded scoops. There are 4 grams of carbs per 2 rounded scoops. And this has citrulline malate. Yes! So this one also is sweetened with stevia, which that really excites me because stevia typically doesn't blend well with a lot of powders. It actually doesn't blend well at all with BCAAs. So that's why a lot of BCAAs don't have stevia, even if they come from like more of a natural brand line. That natural brand line may not even carry BCAAs because of that, because it just doesn't chemically mix well with BCAAs. So this is cool that it's a pre-workout and does have stevia. So I'm excited to use this tomorrow. Next is a green superfood. So you guys know I love my greens powder. So when I saw that this company did have the greens powder, I was like, give me some of that. I don't know if it's flavored. I don't think it is actually. So this could be an interesting experiment. My current favorite greens powder is flavored chocolate. Love chocolate. So I don't know what this one's gonna be like when it's like actually tastes like greens. But that's okay. Nature's good. Health is good. Green things are good. So we're gonna look through this ingredient label here. So we have calories. It does have 50 calories per 1 scoop. 1 scoop is 25 grams. And we've got total fat of 0.5, total carbs 12 grams, protein 4 grams. And it does have quite a bit of vitamin A, vitamin C, calcium, iron, and it does have some sodium. So we have an organic spirulina whole plant powder, an astragalus root extract, reishi mushroom fruit body powder, organic kale aerial powder, maca root, dandelion leaf powder, organic spinach leaf powder, moringa leaf extract, and organic broccoli sprout extract. So some of the flavor components that they've added, which is the other ingredients, is erythritol, pineapple juice powder, apple fruit powder, stevia, also great, and tapioca starch. This is telling me to mix 1 serving with 1 to 12 ounces of cold water or your favorite beverage. Use first thing in the morning as a great way to jumpstart your day. It's somewhat morning. We're just gonna do a live taste test of this. I'm really curious of this actually. Mix my greens formula into my smoothie bowl, so I rarely drink it raw, so this could be pretty interesting. I did go ahead and put it in a shaker cup just so I could kind of break it down, and I did ice and 12 ounces of water. Now, if this just doesn't speak health, I don't know what does. Oh, that's a lot. Ooh. Look at that good foam on top. Bottoms up. It's actually not bad at all. Like, I'm very surprised. I was gonna be a little nervous, but it's actually really good. As it settles, the taste of health is getting stronger. Like a lot stronger. If you're used to drinking greens formula, this is probably like not very different. Like, it's drinkable, and I know I can blend this up in my smoothie bowl or with my protein shake tonight. I could easily blend this into that and probably mask some of that earthy taste, and I'm sure with that cookies and cream it's gonna be dope. I'd actually need to eat food, not liquid food, and go ahead and get Summer to handle up my brows. We're in the same outfit.
No, stop, we are.
We are, basically. Just got done with the brows. time to go to Fresh Time Market. It is the place in town where I get my refrigerated probiotics. If you caught my supplement video, you know why I like to buy them refrigerated instead of from Amazon, because I just placed a huge Amazon order and these are the only thing that I could not get from there. I am here at Muscular Therapy with Gary Muncy. He is my massage therapist. I've been working with him since I moved to Louisville, and he helped me probably we decided on 2 massages prior to me stepping on stage last season, and I've been working with him through my growing season for I guess now about 27 weeks. So I see him about every 4 weeks.
About 4 sessions?
4 sessions. I'm trying to go a little bit more because of growing pains. I'm gonna let him talk to you. I was gonna ask you, before we started talking, you mentioned the downfall of a regular foam roller and the benefits of a rumble roller.
Right, so it was actually put out on bodybuilding.com a couple months ago, the benefits and the not so good benefits of it. A rumble roller actually spreads the fascia and the muscles, and plus it also doesn't damage the nerves, the central nervous system, as to where something flat like a regular foam roller will actually damage the central nervous system. When you're putting that kind of weight, that kind of pressure on tissue, and you're rolling over it, it's actually basically not spreading it correctly. So therefore it can actually damage the nerves, the blood flow, the tissue, and it allows recovery time to be a lot longer than what it normally should be.
Oh, okay.
So the rubber roller is actually good for, opening up tissue and like trigger point. It can actually hit a spot, release it, and you just keep on going.
Keep on going. Okay. And I did use the stick, which he said the stick was a great option.
Yeah, I like the stick. The stick has grooves in it.
It has grooves and it breaks up, so it's different segments. So you guys did see that in the first clip. And then my last question I want to ask you was the difference in your massage therapy technique and what you would recommend for me during my growing season versus when I'm in a prep or my deficit and when we're looking at a leaner physique.
Right. So one of the things that we talked about earlier is like when you first started coming to me, how you made a transition from you were in a figure state and you went to a bikini, but now you're looking at a national level, and your difference in your growth period has been a dramatic change. It's been amazing. So you've actually put on a lot of size. So when someone puts on that kind of size and they go from a different stage, from techniques that I have to use are going to be totally different. As we talked about earlier, like techniques when you get from 20 weeks out to 8 weeks out, the techniques are almost the same, but then we go into what's called a stripping and detailing phase, is what I like to call it. So I do a lot of deep work with my forearms and elbows with you when you are in the growing phase. When you put on the size that you have with very little bit of fat, as we would say.
As you would say.
As I would say, yeah, blame it on me. So, when you have that kind of, growth on there, I have to go a lot deeper. I have to be a lot harder on you to open up the muscle fibers, to break down the scar tissue. So therefore your muscles can open up to allow more blood flow and oxygen that's in the blood to allow the muscles to grow. You see a lot of people who walk around, they're real thick and everything, but their range of motion is not, 100%. That's because
as I've grown, my range of motion has decreased a lot.
Right, but as we start working on you again and reopening up that tissue and breaking down that scar tissue, your range of motion is going to get back to 100%.
Oh, absolutely. I can speak on that. First off, I lost like 2 pounds on his table last time. Big props to him on that. But and basically was that I was being impeded by my growth a little bit. So in order for me to continue to progress in my strength, I need to be able to have that full range of motion to activate all the fiber at the same time. So I have to see him during my growing phase in order to improve all of that. Right,
exactly. And plus, a lot of things that I do with you as a competitor is because, I've got coaches who are judges, and I get to sit in with them, and I get to see difference in turns and stands and poses and how you hold everything. Well, if something is not opening up on you, I got to work on that to get it to open up so it flows like water when you're on stage. You know, the worst thing is being on stage and not being able to flow the way you need to. You know, you look stiff, you don't look professional. You know, the judges know when you practice or not, you know, and I got to make sure that your muscles are opened up for that. You know, one of the big ones is your lats and your back. You know, that's a big part because they can play a role with your arms, your chest, and how you move, your weights, and, you know, range of motion is huge. So we definitely always check on that.
Yeah, I think once I do start a prep, I think I will probably start sending him my progress pictures that I send to Matt, because he'll be able to see my full bikini presentation at that point, and he'll be able to see those limitations in that posing. One of my biggest things with changing over to being strictly bikini and bikini with the MPC versus Fitness Universe is I now have to open my legs and turn my torso. And my torso range of motion was shorter, so I'm definitely going to be utilizing him for that help, and it probably has to do with my back development.
Right. Yeah, and you know, the before and afters are going to really help me in detailing you out too as well. You know, making sure that we see more definition through your abdominals, through your lower Christmas tree area, your QLs, your glutes and hamstrings, as we talked about. You know, the difference between the glute ham tie-in. We want to make sure everything's separated. So the before and afters are really going to help through the progress of your prep, and that's going to allow your coach and myself to know how to critique you to make sure that it's going to be perfect on stage. So yeah, I mean, it's really a lot of work on our part to make sure that you're at 100%, but you're the one who's got to put the 100% work into it so that we can do this for you. So, you know, it's not just all us, but
I think I'm putting in my fair share.
Oh, you've definitely put your fair share in, yes.
Well, thank you so much for being a part of my channel, Gary.
And
if you guys are ever in the Louisville area, be sure to check out Muscular Therapy. He does work with a lot of bodybuilders in the community, and he does work with a lot of other physique athletes in the community. So he's been great. It's been a lifesaver for me to have the experience of living here with Muscular Therapy. So thank you guys for watching. I'm going to end the vlog here, and be sure to give me a thumbs up if you like this content. And I'm kind of considering maybe letting him film a massage portion clip for you guys. Not sure if I'm okay with it yet. I'll get there. But
we'll work on that. All right,
but comment below if you want to see that. If you're really interested in this, if you really like this kind of content, I would love to hear your feedback. And thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.
Awesome.